BBC Radio Sheffield, and how valuable local SMEs are to their community. Research commissioned by Santander, which polled 2,000 UK adults, showed that 39% of people have been spending more at businesses, SMEs, during lockdown, as an average of nearly £10 per week. Well, Kenny Tuck, the MasterChef 2018 champion and founder of Pitch Restaurant, is with us on BBC Radio Sheffield. Good afternoon, Kenny.
Good afternoon, Howie.
You had to rethink your business model, didn't you, overnight during this pandemic? So just what exactly did you do?
Yeah, I sure did. So basically, we 3 or 4 months ago, that it was sort of looming, and then Boris went on TV and said we've got to shut our doors. And after that initial shock, we really quickly had to think about what we were going to do. But we've done a few things, actually. We started off by doing some good old pie and mash on a takeaway, which went down really well. And just things like for big occasions, so like Father's Day, we got a sort of finish at home box that went out all around Sussex, and even now, because obviously there's still a section of people who are a little bit nervous, maybe a little bit worried about coming out or shielding or any of those sort of things. So we're doing sort of like pitch picnics. So the word pitch works with loads of stuff, which was more luck than judgment. But so we had the picnics, and yeah, we just had to find ways of to keep going, really, Howie.
I mean, many businesses have been talking to us. They're saying how supportive local people have been of their business. Did you find that with yours?
I can't stress enough how, because we were really worried. Number one, we thought, are people going to sort of come out? Is there still going to be that real nervousness out there? But also, number two, it looks and feels a bit different. We've got some of the staff wearing sort of surgical masks and unset tables, and it's a little bit different. So, number one, people just really didn't mind at all. I've not had one person say they mind, because they know that we're trying to protect them and we're trying to protect our staff, and it goes both ways. But on social media, just the outpouring of people wanting to support, wanting to get involved, and just thankful that actually a lot of businesses have sort of weathered the storm and are coming back to life.
Is there a fear, though, that perhaps all the precautions that people are having to take to go out for a meal these days, do you think that will put people off?
I think there's going to be a few people put off by that, and and everyone's different. So some people are going to maybe just want to just slowly eke themselves out. Might just start off with a coffee from your local cafe, and then work your way up to the full a la carte experience, or a pub, or whatever it may be. But look, we all sort of approach it in different ways, and that's absolutely fine. And I think this is the long game. We can't, any industry, we don't want to risk undoing a lot of the work that the public and everyone has done to try and get this thing under control. So, let's all do it in the right way. Let's all sort of take our time and do it when we're really comfortable.
For restaurants or anybody in hospitality, reopening has been very stressful, hasn't it? Lower footfall, big problem with no-shows, highlighted by Sheffield Mexican bar, Pina, and by TV's Tom Kerridge. Take a listen to them both telling us about the problems this causes.
Disgraceful, short-sighted and selfish, I think it was. I think it's incredibly frustrating. Either turn up, please, or just let us know. Give us a phone call, then we can adjust our staffing levels accordingly.
We're a really strong independent city, and we've definitely received a huge amount of support, and we had great bookings over the weekend. But it is a real financial burden, the no-show.
So, come on, Kenny, do you think moving towards, a deposit system might get around that problem? Is it something you'd consider?
It's unfortunate, but it's not actually too dissimilar from a lot of industries. If you buy a cinema ticket, you pay for it up front, and so on and so on. But look, we never, as chefs or restaurateurs, we never wrote our business plan to try and coin a few quid from no shows. It purely, as Tom was saying there, we don't just staff it for it. We buy the produce in, so we know that if XYZ amount of customers come in, we'll need this much food. And there's a real danger if you get loads of no shows that could go to waste. And it really hits us hard, and then hits the team hard, and has a knock-on effect. I think we do it here, so we £10 a head. It's just moved up. with all of the news, because we have had some no-shows, to £20 a head. And it's more of a bit of a deterrent. And it might just make people think, yeah, for the sake of 20 quid, I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm just going to just let them know that I'm not coming. And look, we don't mind. We get it. You know, I'm a parent. I know that occasionally things happen and, you know, you might have to look after the kids, or it could be anything. But just let us know. It's just a common courtesy sort of thing.
Next month, of course, this discounted meals scheme, Eat Out to Help Out, starts for midweek meals. How much of a help will that be? And are you signed up for it then?
Yeah, we're signed up for that. I think it's a great thing. And, you know, any little bit of help just to get people out and, you know, it means people can come and have a cheaper meal. And of course, it doesn't hit us as a restaurant. What it does mean is all we ever want really is a bustling place with people in it. Obviously, not too bustling because they need to have a meat or so between them, but as bustling as we can be, and to see people again. And this is a great way of getting people, you know, out and a bit of initiative. And it's really worked well for us. I mean, I know for the first couple of weeks of August, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are absolutely chock-a-block.
What kind of help and support is there then for smaller businesses still struggling with the impact of the corona crisis, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think I know you mentioned the research by Santander, but the banks are doing a lot now to try and take out some of the jargon that might be coming down from on the government side, and in terms of making it really simple what's available. So I know that I was looking at a Revive and Survive thing that they're doing, which answers a lot of questions. But you know, there's lots of help around the getting people back into work and the furlough incentives, some VAT cuts, which are very, very welcomed. And I'm sure there's sort of more in the future. So, you know, and as you mentioned there, the scheme, the Help Out, Dine Out scheme, which is I think a great idea. So, you know, long may it continue, and who knows how long this is all going to sort of last for. So it'd be interesting to see what else is around the corner.
Do you think our tastes, as far as food is concerned, has changed during this pandemic? Because we've done a lot more home cooking, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, again, on the social media, I've seen some of the food I've seen coming out. It puts, you know, if anyone wants to come and work as a chef, then feel free, because I've seen some absolutely fantastic stuff. I think sourdough's been the thing that I see the most of, people honing in on their baking skills, which has been great to see. But you know, I think, Howie, I think the thing is that we're at a time when we probably need a bit of comfort. So, you know, stuff like your toad in the holes and maybe your chicken Kievs and some of the classics have really come back with a vengeance. And I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of barbecues. I mean, there's a lot of barbecues going on. So it's like Texas sometimes, some of the barbecues you see and big bits of meat on the barbecue. And it's great. It's great. I think we need to be in touch with it and understand it more. And, you know, and there's been a big interest from especially younger people as well, which has been brilliant.
Well, it's been great talking to you, Kenny. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Kenny Tutt, then, MasterChef 2018, MasterChef 2018, MasterChef 2018, MasterChef 2018, MasterChef 2018, MasterChef 20...